Good afternoon. Here is the national news from our studio, BGI TV, Babatunde Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Moriwe Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Stop putting blames on President Buhari over Nigeria's problem, APC. COVID-19 booster dose vaccination begins today, FG. Heavy security as Abia court resumes hearing on Nnamdi Kanu's suit against FG. Ikoyi building collapse. My husband was neither declared dead nor found in rubble. Wife of site manager. Engineer, I beg your pardon. Family of Lagos RCCG pastor killed by convert demands probe. Kidnapper's mother, Imo Monarch, dumped body in Market Square. And finally, for the national news, troops rescue 20 police officers kidnapped in northeast Yobe State. The news in details. The All Progressive Congress APC says Nigerians should stop putting all blames on President Muhammadu Buhari over some of the problems affecting the country. Chairman Jigawa State APC Chapter, Honorable Aminu Sani Gumel, stated these at the Media Engagement Forum organized by the State Correspondent Chapel held at Manpower Development Duse. He said Nigerians should have been thanking God for having a leader like Buhari who was concerned to curtail all the problems he inherited. President Buhari has done a lot for the development of Nigeria, and we are lucky to have him as president because if it is somebody else, only God knows the situation in Nigeria would have been going through now. People have forgotten so easily the security situation of the country during the PDP era before the coming of APC. He added that they have forgotten the hardship and the days they used to spend on long queues just to buy petrol. The federal government said yesterday that the administration of booster dose to persons fully vaccinated with either 2 doses of AstraZeneca, Moderna or Pfizer, BioNTech, or a single dose of Johnson & Johnson vaccine will begin today. The government described the booster dose as another opportunity to be further protected against COVID-19, calling on eligible persons to go for the vaccination. The Executive Director, National Primary Health Care Development Agency, NPHCDA, Dr. Faisal Shoaib, who disclosed these while flagging off mass vaccination of internally displaced persons, IDPs, in Abuja yesterday, said the country had so far recorded no casualty among vaccinated persons. He said, following the detection of the Omicron variant of COVID-19 in Nigeria, the federal government reviewed the country's vaccination program and resolved to introduce the booster dose using the Pfizer BioNTech vaccines across the country. Still more to come on the national news this hour is coming from Abia State concerning the suit by Nnamdi Kanu against the FG. And the story is this. Despite the court order to the contrary, there was heavy security around the premises of the Abia State High Court, Umuahia, on Friday morning as the court resumed hearing on the suit filed by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, against the federal government over his rendition. Kanu, through his special counsel, Mr. Aloy Ejimako, filed 5 billion naira suit against his rendition from Kenya and contest the legality of his prosecution by the federal government as there was no due process in his rendition from Kenya. He, among other things, demands the court should declare his trial illegal and that he be taken back to Kenya from where he was renditioned. Kanu also seeks that the Army, Police, and the Department of State Services, DSS, be stopped from harassing or arresting him. Mrs. Adejunwo Ogunfunwa, the wife of site engineer Ola Ogunfunwa at the collapsed Ikoyi building, is demanding answers concerning the whereabouts of her husband. She said he was neither brought out dead from the rubble of the building nor accounted for in any way since collapsed building of the 21-story building on November 1, 2021. Well, the story has it that she's been complaining about this and requests answers. More to come.
The Oga, Femi Oshibono, called him and said the visitor, the associates, the people that they want to do the meeting together were around and the meeting is about to start. That is how my husband now left the food. The woman now said not up to 5 minutes that he entered, the building collapsed. And since on the 1st day of November, up till now, I have not had anything concerning my husband. It has not been seen. They went to morgue, they went to hospitals, they went to everywhere searching. Till as I'm talking, he has not been seen. The children are asking me, where is their father? The relatives has been at Ikoyi. They said they should put the blood down for DNA, the blood sample. And up to now that they have collected the blood, we've not heard from the government at all. And I have been in pain since the 1st of November. I could not hear from my husband. I could not call him. I don't know where about him. What are the government doing? What are they doing? We are talking about life, the family, and the confusion. Me that I'm his wife, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. The church, everybody, they are in confusion. With 4 children. Please, the government should come. Help me to look for my husband.
I just came back from school, so I just heard about what happened to my dad. Actually, I saw the news on my phone, but I did not take it as something. So now this is
the family of Pastor Babatunde Dada, who was stabbed to death in a parish of the Redeemed Christian Church of God in Festac Town, Lagos State, has called on the police to carry out a thorough investigation to unravel the motive behind the killing. There is a report that 2 people attended the church on the Sunday before the attack. The 2 youths were said to have come out during an altar call and surrendered their lives to Jesus. The church accommodated them on its premises after they claimed to be stranded. They had barely spent a week in the church when they stabbed the cleric to death on Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. A spokesman for the family, Mr. Abolariwa Olatunbosu, who spoke to our correspondent Thursday, said the police had started well by arresting one of the suspects. He said, I discussed at length with members of the family, and what everyone is saying is that they want justice to be served in the case. And before we call it a wrap on the national news, still more to come. Gunmen have murdered the traditional ruler of Ata Ancient Kingdom in the Njaba local government area of Imo State, Edwin Azike. His corpse was found at the market square and the community on Friday morning after he was abducted on Thursday. A community source who pleaded not to be mentioned told upon that 4 persons were shot dead on Thursday in the community after the monarch was kidnapped. The source said the traditional ruler of Ata Ancient Kingdom in the Njaba, LGA, Eze Edwin Azike, has been murdered. His lifeless body was dumped at the market square and the villagers discovered it this morning. He was kidnapped on Thursday and thereafter the community was invaded, which led to the killing of 4 persons. The chairman of Traditional Rulers Council, Community Policing in the States, Eze Emma Okeke, said that the monarch in the States were saddened by the killing of their colleague, describing the killing of Azike as an abomination. Okeke said that the council was on Friday morning informed of the killing of the traditional ruler. And lastly, before we call it a wrap on the national news, is a story coming from the troops saying they've recovered the kidnapped people. Nigeria's Defense Headquarters DHQ on Thursday it said troops of Operation Adenke rescued 20 policemen kidnapped by insurgents in the northern East Yobe state. The policemen were abducted when terrorists launched attack on the Buniyadi police division, adding also that 62 insurgents had been equally decimated in the past 2 weeks during military operations in the northeast. This is as 192 more terrorists and their families are reportedly surrendered to troops in Borno State. Also, troops of Operation Delta Safe said they had shot 39 illegal refineries in the Niger Delta region. At a media briefing in Abuja, the acting director of the Directorate of Defense Media Operations, DDMO, Brigadier General Bernard Onyeuko, said the policemen were abducted during an attack by insurgents in Buniyadi, Yobe states. Reviewing operational activities in the last 2 weeks, he said Operation Adinke had recorded significant results in the various operations so far. That was the national news from our studio. Before we go, a quick retake of the headlines once again. Stop putting blames on President Buhari over Nigerians' problem, APC. COVID-19 booster dose vaccination begins today, FG. Heavy security as Abia court resumes hearing on Nnamdi Kanu's suit against FG. Ikoyi building collapse. My husband was neither declared dead nor found in rubble, wife of site engineer. Family of Lagos RCCG pastor killed by converts demands probe. Kidnappers murder Imo monarch, dump body in Market Square. And finally, we brought to you, troops rescue 20 police officers kidnapped in Northeast Yobe State. Thank you for watching. For more updates of our broadcast, you can link up through our channels on YouTube, Babatunde Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates of our broadcast. And on Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. And on Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For other placements of your goods and services and products, coverage of events and functions, the phone number to call is 070-3822-6160. Thank you for being there. I am yours faithfully, Morire Rebila Lawal.